Hey y'all, it's June 29th. I am a year older. I am now 33. It's my birthday, so happy birthday to me. Welcome to the Elegance. I am Tecaso. I'm going to do my nails, so this is going to be, I'm not going to use cards fully through this, but I'm going to pull some out. And there's a message that God wants me to decipher in a way, but I might know. So who you be talking to, I'll go out for that card. And love living on myself. Okay. And that shit true. And that was on top before I started shuffling. These girls is smart 3 stacks that keep popping out too. Okay. All right, so, these guys are smart 3 stacks. Okay, so I feel like you understand. There could be, so, okay, hold on. I was just outside, but it's about to rain, so I didn't fully like work out, but I was like, let me go walk a little bit or whatever. So I did, but I sat down. I was sitting on a bench also. And I was sitting there thinking, because I was listening to my new tape, but the slow chop top Texas version. You know, go listen to that, okay? Go listen to both, but especially listen to the slow chop top Texas version. So listen, I was thinking about this account that follows me, came to follow me like last year, just found me randomly, and basically like came out of nowhere and was like, yeah, I wanna hop on your beat, like stole my beat, like told me he was gonna like hop on my beat, stole my beat, recorded on it. I hated it. Basically like threatened me, like tried to force me to do a collab with him. And I said no. And God was like, no. Like, no, 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 and no, and no. Like, that is not how you're gonna do this. And I told him greatly. I did a whole bunch, not a whole bunch, but I put a post out or whatever. And I was like, do people know him? Because he was like, yeah, I'm that nigga. I'm starting to Rock Nation. I'm all this. And you gonna be mad whenever you need me in the future and shit. And I was like, what? And then the thing is, this nigga still be coming back and like watching me on my story. And I'd be like, what? I don't know. It's like, do you need me or do I need you? And so I was thinking about that. It just popped up. Like, I wasn't thinking about it, but I just thought about it. And I was like, I know who that is. I know who that is. Okay? Like, behind the account. It's not whoever the fuck they're trying to make it seem like. Okay? So, you could have some information about or be getting some insight on something that is behind the scenes that they try to make it seem like it's something different, but that's not the case. Okay, God has also gave me insight. Okay, what God wants me to decipher is the letter N. Okay, and it's not no, but when I just got back, I was like, okay, so is it north? And north is like the north side, like I'm from the north side of Houston. And I was like, is it that? Because now I'm thinking about where I'm from. Where you from? The reading. And so I think that might be the case, where it's like, in that reading, I was like, they gonna be like, oh no, they from there. we don't fuck with that side of town. We don't go there. We don't whatever it is for them. They're like, oh no, we don't do that. And they feel ways about that, whatever. So whatever it is for you, it's like, just like you finding out information about them, they finding out information about you. God told me that this morning. Like, they found out, okay? They got their insight. And so, whatever it is, they gonna be like, oh no, I really shouldn't have fucked with them. I really should not have fucked with them. And it's what I said, it's like, do I need you or do you need me? Like, I didn't reach out to you. I didn't, like, you know? So whoever these people are, person, it's like, they need you. And it's not the other way around. And they could try to, or they have tried to make it seem like something, but their actions have showed how it's a different story. And so, whatever it is, it's like, they know what's up. They understand that they can't do, because whenever he did record over my beat, I was like, what the fuck is this? Like, this shit sounds bad. Like, this is not good. Like, what are you talking about? But then I was thinking, I was like, it's not them. Like, they got somebody or something to make it seem like it was somebody different. Because how you signed to Rock Nation and you sound like that? And he was trying to make it seem like I needed him. Like, yeah, I'm signed to Rock Nation. Yeah, I do this. Okay. And like some people, because I put a poll out or whatever, and I was like, do I need this man or whatever? And you know, I'm a woman, so I get it. But it was like some people, they voted like yes. But then a decent amount of people voted no. And so, and I feel like whoever made sure to do more yeses than no's, they don't really know him. They just, you know, wanted to be funny or whatever. And so I understood that. And at that time, that made me feel some ways. But now it's just like whatever. Because it's like, it's whatever. It's like, no. Because it's like, how do you know him? Like, where is his music? Like, how do you know him? Like, you wouldn't know him, so stop acting. You know? Like, you're just being funny. You're just trying to be funny. And so, because he's not a known artist, like, I've never heard about him at all. So he's some made-up-ass nigga. And he and whoever the fuck else went to my post and was like, yeah, I'm gonna vote yes. So that way she could do this. Like, force me to do this. And I was like, no. God kept telling me, no, don't do that. Like, no, this is not how we're gonna do this. No, he's not gonna force you to do this. And so, okay, loving on myself. Exactly. So that was me doing what I needed to do. And so who you be talking to, and on the back of that is what's up, is I have now understood who the fuck is behind that account. Whether they make it seem or not, they got clues. And they should have made it seem like it wasn't them this whole time. But I understand who the fuck it is. And that's also a thing. But God has given me so much insight into that. Also, where it's like, it makes sense that it's this person. And so, Um, yeah. Okay. And that's why that shit true. Whoever I'm understanding, real. And also, whoever you understand, real. Okay? And so whatever you do, whoever you are, they really put it out there. Like, they did this to, like, try to do something. To try to do something. Something that is, I don't know. Like, they tried it. Like, they tried it for a reason. And then, let me see. About to look good. Demons battle. You played yourself. Put the time in. Give me my shit. Be ready. Yeah. You know who this is. And they did it because they tried to make you look bad or something. But it's like, it didn't. And you've still been out here doing this. Like, you didn't stop. Like, it's like, they tried to make it seem like they was coming through and being like, yeah, I'm better than you. Yeah, I do this better than you. Yeah, I'm better than you. That, like, I'm better than you. And it's like, no, you're not. No, you're not. It's just like that. Like, no, you're not. Because if you're thinking that, it's like, no, you're not. And so, okay. I'm trying to see if something else gonna come through. That shit true. Okay. Whoever they are, they obviously didn't want you to know who they really were. But they weren't understanding when they were doing it, because they were so fueled by whatever they were feeling that they didn't understand. Like, they didn't think it through, okay? And they didn't, like, think it through to where they wouldn't leave clues, okay? And so since they have left clues and to where you could figure this out, even though it's, you know, time later, it's like you can figure this shit out and figure it out so greatly that everything just goes. I just got a message and it said go, or go is in the message. So I'm on point. Okay. And so, exactly, I'm on point. Okay. And so, since you understand who they are now, I feel like that's really going to bother them, because they're going to be like, wait, hold up. They know who I am. And then they're going to be like, okay, so can they put together all this other shit? And the answer is yes, okay? You can put together whatever the fuck you need to put together to understand. And so, since you can put together all this shit, it's like, I got you. Got him, okay? You and God got them. They got God. And so they learning about you. They learning about you, and you learning about them. And you understand so much about them in many different ways. Whether it's like personal, like for real life, but whatever you understand greatly. And so they now understand that you can't be got because you got them. You piece together everything. You understand everything. Okay, I feel like now at this point, they're going to be thinking like, okay, so I've put all this out there. I've said all this. I've done all this, whatever the fuck. And now they can understand me. And I didn't want that. But now they get it. Now they understand. And since they understand, I don't know what else to do. And so they gonna be like, what the fuck? I don't know what else to do. They have no understanding about any other shit to do. Because they did not think that you would figure this out. These girls is smart 3 stacks. They did not think that you was that smart. Okay? All right. Because of whoever they are, okay? Whoever they are, whatever position they hold in life, they did not think that you would be able to figure them out and pinpoint them. However, you are smart as fuck. And so since you can do this, you have done this, it's like, yeah, what's up? What's up? Because I got you now. And I know what's up. And you can't fuck with me. I understand. You tried it. You tried it. You tried it. Cool. But now I understand. And so since I understand, what's up? Like, what do you want? Yep. What do you want? Like, what are you aiming for? Like, what is your goal? And you can have some insight about their goals of, like, wanting to fuck with you or whatever. You can have some insight about that. But at this point now, it's like, what are your goals? I feel like their end goal is like, which may be something that you need to know, is like their end goal is to just keep going until they get what they want. And you know, that's cool. That's cool, but they don't know God, okay? And the only way that they do know God, or that they've tried to make it seem like they know God, or maybe they haven't, is to be on some, give me this, give me that, do this for me, do that. And they don't really know God, okay? Because that card came out. And so whoever they are, it's like, you understand the real. And you understanding everything that you know. Like, everything that you know. Is getting them caught up. And they cannot move. They don't know how to move. They don't know what chess move to play. I feel like checkmate, okay? You got them on checkmate. Checkmate. And now you like, what's up? Okay? And they gotta figure some shit out. Okay? And now they understand that they played themselves. Okay. And Satan, Texas came out again. Put the time in. when I say that shit is coming from me, so. Okay. All right. So. Whenever you didn't know anything, they have fun, okay? They really have fun. Okay, Satan, Texas, got you. So listen, whoever this is, they operate in this way, where they do it behind the scenes. They do whatever they do in a way where they don't think that nobody is going, oh shit, my vitamins fell. Okay. To where they don't think that nobody or you, but anybody will figure them out. They do shit behind the scenes. Okay. I'm kind of getting like some House of Cards type shit. If you ever watched that show, House of Cards, and that shit go deep. But they operate like that, okay? They operate in that way on some House of Cards type shit, where, you know, they do stuff behind the scenes. They work with other people to do whatever they need to do to ensure that whatever they don't want out in the world is not out, okay? And so, you being the person that you are, that's why in past readings, exactly, especially the where you from reading, it's like the way that you move, the way that you operate out here in the world, it's like you move in a way where they like, okay, excuse me, because this is real life, okay? Whatever's coming out, this is real life. This really happens. This is like real life. And so you need to know that. You need to understand a lot of shit. Whatever this is, you need to understand a lot of shit. And the thing is, in real life, I've seen some real life shit where people are now talking about people that be acting or operating on some House of Cards type shit, okay? And also, I'm doing my nails right now, okay? And in the where you from reading, it's like they was only focused on shit like that. Like, you look good, you look cute, you know? You don't look like you would be like, you would have street smarts, like you would know how to operate. You don't look like that, okay? So I'm talking about some shit like this, but I'm also doing something where it's like, oh, focus on that, okay? And so they weren't focused on your words. I said this in some reading like years ago, maybe like a year or two ago, but they weren't focused on your words. They were only focused on the way you look, your outer appearance. Okay, so whoever they are, that is a major hint. That is a major clue that they gave themselves away greatly, okay? Because of what you would understand in real life also. And so, so you're a woman. Say you're a woman, okay? and, you know, they're a man, okay? And so they're a man who doesn't look at women as being smart, okay? They don't look at women like that. They don't look at women as having more knowledge than them. They don't look at women in that way at all. I got you. Exactly. Yep. Okay. And so, since you put the time in, you have learned whatever you have learned on many levels to where you can operate in a way where, sure, you look like what you look like, but you also can use that to beat them. And you have, whether you know it or not, okay? Because just like that nigga who be coming through my page or whatever, it's like he would not understand me. He would not understand me on whatever levels where it's like outside of him looking at me, okay? And that's why I feel like he thought that could be a thing. Because, oh, she cute, you know, because that was also a thing, like, that he approached me on. Like, you cute, all that. Okay, cool. Okay, but what do you want? And so they only look at you through their eyes. They do not use their ears, okay? And so since they don't use their ears, they fuck themselves over by not using all of their senses, okay? Because they did not use all of their senses, they fucked themselves over. Because they should have really... Exactly, that came out and that's been coming through in readings. They should have got to know you instead of just looking at you. Last night, I was like, they were lusting after you. Exactly. And so, since they were only lusting after you, they were not looking or listening to you. They were not really listening. So, like, he wanted to go over my song, but on that song, I talk about some shit. Like, you can't fuck with me. I'm that nigga. God got me. I feel like I talk about kind of like that in that song. But it's on my song A, Texas. And the beat is cute and hard. So it's like, yeah. Like, you should have been paying attention. Like, he should have been paying attention to what I was saying on the song. Like, I don't just, it's a freestyle, so it's coming straight off my mind, from my mind. So it's not like I'm making shit up. Like, you can't freestyle and make shit up because it's coming straight from your mind. Like, you can't pretend in a freestyle. Like, you can't pretend at all in a freestyle. It's straight from your mind. It's straight how you think. It's like your mind fully. So it's like, you can't make that shit up. It's exactly how you think because you're not. Like, maybe you can throw some other shit in that other people have said or whatever, but you're doing it in a way where your mind is coming through always. And so my real way of thinking came through. And so it's like he didn't listen. He just looked at how I did, like the cover, how I did the beat, even though the beat is called Cute and Hard. Like, yeah, I'm cute, but I'm hard. The beat is cute, but it's also hard. And so it showcases everything just in that one song. And so it's like, how you didn't get that, that's on you. But it's like, whatever it is, we're not listening. And you have said things, but they're only focused on, have been focused on your outer appearance. Okay. So now, I feel like you have made them listen in some way where it's like, they listening now and they like, oh, 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 oh. And because they're listening now, they can't help but to listen. Like, that's all they can do. Listen. That's the only option, is to listen, not look. Just listen. And now they like, I didn't hear that before. I didn't know that that's what they was saying before. I didn't know that that's how they were. And so now that's making them feel a lot of ways, because they like, wait, that's how they are. Like, they think like that. Like, that's them. That's them. And I wasn't expecting that. So you have showed them that they have played themselves greatly. Because when I say that shit, exactly, it's coming from the soul. So whatever you say, whatever you have said, it's like, yup, I got you. Like, I got you. Because now they're listening and they cannot unhear what you have said. Okay. And you got God on your side. You up. Like, you're up on so many levels where it's like, whether it's visible to you or not, you are up. They know that. They understand. You shining like shit. You taking care of yourself in the ways that you supposed to. Like, you drippy out here in ways where they like, what? What? Yeah, they're so surprised. I feel like this whole reading has been in a slowed version of my normal readings. Slowed version of my normal readings. Yeah. Okay, so Satan, Texas. That card, I have a song. It's on my new tape, okay? It's called Satan, Texas. And it's a freestyle. And I did it last year in November, at the end of November. And when I did it, it's like the point of view of Satan, which is very different. But it came out like that. And so, you know, I don't know. I've been thinking about that, like how that is a thing or whatever, and it came out through me or whatever. But it also goes into like the Cute and Hard beat because it's on my Cute and Hard beat. I really love that beat, so I use it a lot. It's like, you know, a signature. It's like, you know, if you, like how, you know, you put white on your toenails. It's like, you know, you put earrings on. It's like me wearing my earrings, you know, the way that I wear my earrings. It's like wearing glasses the way I wear glasses. You know, it's like a signature. So I don't have a problem using that beat over and over. As a producer, I understand what I'm doing. And that is also something that, you know, people don't necessarily do out here. Like reuse, not reuse, but whatever it's called or whatever it could be looked at. It's like I'm showcasing the beat in so many ways that it's like, yeah, I love this beat, so I'm gonna use it. I made it, you know? So, you know, it's like wearing the same outfit again because you was like, yeah, the drip was the drip, and so I'm a show this. Or one piece on you, and that's like, it really do something. But you can wear it in different many ways. Yeah, that it's like wearing something, and it does so much that you can, you know, wear it in so many different ways. And every time somebody see you in it, it's like, yeah, you could have something like that where you do it, you reuse it multiple times, and you're highlighting it. I feel like that is getting noticed.
It's 12 o'clock.
I feel like the way that you redo something, you showcase something, it's like getting noticed in a way where God told me that, where it's being showcased in a way to where it's like they hear that and they hear you. Because like you could hear like I could post something or put something out, and you can hear my take out so made that beat tag or whatever, but it can be on a different beat. This one beat, you know, it has that, but it's also the beat. I feel like that's something. You have something or you're doing something where it's like people are understanding like that's that shit. I mean, the way he hopped on my beat and stole it, but like hijacked it, because he didn't really steal it, but he like hijacked it. Did whatever mechanical work behind the scenes that computer software can do, and it can isolate vocals or whatever the fuck. Like, I get it, but also don't do that. Like, my shit is registered. I'm a publisher, and so, you know, it's like it's a published beat, so it's like, I don't know. And that can mean a few things or not, but also at the same time, that's real. So, and it's also out on whatever it's called, out on platforms, music platforms, DSPs. And so that's also a thing because it's copyrighted. And so, you know, it's like, steal it, but sure, one day that shit can come back on you because God is real. And so, because music is like, you know, a real thing, you know, like legally, like legally. Okay, so I feel like whoever this person is, I needed to say all that in the way that I said it, all slow and shit, because it's like they don't think that you understand legal shit about whatever you do, okay? they don't and you might not know everything, you know, but whatever you know, you know. You have also taken care of whatever you have needed to take care of to ensure that, you know, it's real and it's legit. And so they didn't take that into account either. And so since they didn't think about some shit, because I said earlier how they didn't think about, like they were feeling ways, and so details they didn't like really, like on a fake account, you know, like they didn't ensure that they didn't put certain information, like they put in information that would give them away whenever you find out, and it click and it's like, that's them. Like they should have left information out. They shouldn't have been so strong in trying to say that they was this or they was that or whatever the fuck. And so whatever it is, it's like they didn't think that you understood what you understand on like a legal tip, okay? Excuse me, I want to say legal tip, I want to say business tip also. On a business tip, on a legal tip, on a whatever tip, okay? Because whoever they are, they think that they know so much about, like, they're like, yeah, I'm the business nigga. I do this, like I'm the biggest nigga. Like whoever they are, they have a lot of business knowledge, but they don't know that you have all of this business knowledge also. Even if you didn't go, like you don't have an MBA, you know, you didn't study, you didn't get a bachelor's or associates or whatever certifications in business, the knowledge that you have on business is very big, okay? Especially whatever this business is, but business as a whole, I don't know. I feel like a lot of business goes into each other. And then it's like, once you really understand business, then you can understand business. Like all businesses. Any type of business, no matter what the business is. Like no matter what the business is, you could also see like how things are businesses, even if they try to make it seem like it's not a business. And so you have knowledge like that, where you can understand and you can see, even if you didn't study this shit, but because of what you've done out here in the world, you can see that, you can understand it, you can put it together, you got it. You've done your research, you've done your studying on whatever this business is that they're in, but your other background knowledge, working knowledge, actual lived knowledge has also helped you greatly. And so, and I feel like greatly, like really greatly, like you have really used that knowledge greatly. And so that is something that they were not expecting. I feel like you have already showed them that you're very knowledgeable in business in a way where they like, whoever they are, they're a big person. They do big shit. And you do too, but like, I mean, their position is great. Ow. It's pretty high. It's like very high. And so, because they're in this big position or whatever, they weren't thinking like somebody like you would have this type of big ass knowledge also. And so, exactly, like you match them on knowledge. even without you being in this position, even without you being, that's what you really need to know. Come on now. You have put the time in. You understand business, okay? You need to understand that. You understand business on many levels where it's like you understand, okay? And they understand that you understand. And it don't matter what position that they have and hold. You have showed that you understand, okay? Because your T's be crossed and your I's be dotted. And so, and they like, how can they understand this so well when they just do that? So, like, you know, if you are an artist or whatever, and this is what I've noticed in the last few years, but a lot of artists, you know, like big artists or whatever, they, you know, it's always about the contract that they signed or whatever with a record label. And they have, you know, issues. This goes back to like a long time ago, you know, like 50s, 60s, 70s, you know, this goes back to where they signed a deal and, you know, they understood their music, okay? And so that's what they understood. But the business side is not something that they understood. And so, you know, that's where they would have issues. And that's where the record label also would understand that they didn't understand the business side. Whether on purpose or not, they would take advantage of that. Okay, we're getting somewhere. And so, whoever you are, they also understand they cannot take advantage of you because you understand your shit and you understand it greatly to where they are like, listen, not only can I not pretend, but I can't take advantage of them on a business level. Okay, I don't know. I feel like whatever is going on, this could be multiple scenarios or just one. But people have been looking at you and trying to figure you out to try to approach you. This has came through in a few readings recently, but that reading is not on this channel. It was on my Take Casa Made That channel. A few people saw it, but yeah. So it's not over here, but it's coming back through to be like, they was looking at you like it was like you got discovered, okay? And so they've been paying attention to you to see how, especially the way that, you know, things are now. Like, you have to be an established artist. It's not like they're looking for people, maybe, it depends, but where they're looking for people who don't have an established online presence. Online is like a big thing. And so you have what you have online. Like, you've established yourself in whatever ways online. And so they've been looking at that. But they also understand through that you understand what you understand about business, because they have been forced to listen. At first, they was just looking at you on like a, look at this artist, look at this person. We're looking at them, you know, we're seeing how they operate. This could have been over a few years, but we're looking at how they operate. We're seeing what they do. We're seeing how they do things out here, all that. And so they're just watching you. And so them watching you, at first they was just watching like you, what you look like, all that. That gave them interest, like initially. So, you know, you cute, you pretty, you fine, you on point, okay? And so they was looking at that because that's coming back through, okay? So they was looking at that. But when they started to really look, and I feel like that's more recently, where they really looking at you, like listening to you, they are now understanding that you have a lot of business knowledge and business understanding, not just from like what they see, but what you say, okay? And how you say it, how you present yourself, how you give it off, the knowledge. This is what they're really paying attention to now, because they're like, okay, so based on whatever their position is, it's like, you know, they're trying to see how they could take advantage of you, okay? Real shit. I don't know. These are the readings. And so, because this is a real thing, I don't know. I'm going off of my knowledge, but also, like, that's what me and God do. So it's like my real knowledge, but also, God is giving me information, okay? And so, because you have presented yourself in a way where you understand what you're talking about, they cannot come at you in a way, especially now, where you wouldn't know what's up, where you wouldn't understand. You talk like a business person, okay? You present yourself like a business person. You have business knowledge. All right. Okay. The gold is just sticking at this point. I was supposed to do a whole extra. I need to find my, all right. Okay. I need to find my tweezers. But now it's just here, and sure. Okay. I'll make it work. Okay. And so you present yourself like a true business person, and they cannot deny that, okay? They can never deny that you are not a business person. They cannot deny that you don't know your shit. Like, they understand. And so since they truly understand, I feel like this is coming in slow because God wants you to, like, God told me this yesterday, like, you know, yeah, I've been preparing you. This is some big shit. I need you to be ready. You know, God is God. God understands what's the here now, the future, the all that. And so, you know, whatever is in the past, God has been like, you know, we went through that. You went through that. I was there, but you know, you went through that. And so, you know, yeah. But at this point now, we going through this. And this is way better than, you know, what was then. And so, you know, don't worry about it. I got you. Like, just don't worry about it. Or that's what I be saying. I be like, don't worry about it. I got you. And God be like, don't worry about it. I'm worried about it. Like, I got you. Because I'm thinking about it. I'm worried about it. And so, because God don't forget. Okay? That's also a thing. And so, okay. Maybe I'll just do this, I guess, because it's just sticking. I guess I never did this. I guess it is sticky. Okay. So, you give yourself off like a true business person. You do that. You do that in so many ways where it's like, can't nobody bring you something or try to get you into something that you wouldn't truly want to be a part of, or sign something that you wouldn't truly think about, okay? And so now at this point that they understand that, that has made them rethink a lot of things also. Whether this is the same person or not, I don't know. But it has made them rethink ways to, you know, like can we even, should I even, you know, like think about them or whatever? Because the way that they gonna be talking, the way that they gonna be understanding this, it seemed like they gonna be on a level where I can't never get over on them, okay? And so, I don't know, I mean, I understand why that's a big thing, the whole getting over on them thing. Especially, you know, if we're talking about something like music or film or something, you know, it's like, yeah, I get it. Like, I get it. But, which also gives them away, whoever this is, once you understand, it gives them away because it's gonna be like, so how have you been operating with people in the past? Because why do you think that I shouldn't have this knowledge? Why do you think that you should just tell me how I should operate and I don't know anything personally myself on how to operate? Like, why do you think that? Like, you know, like some people, they have, like I was talking to a music producer, he's in Houston, but he and this artist or whatever, they have their own lawyer or whatever. And I was like, that's smart. You know, like they thinking about shit like that. And you know, that's good. That's good. But you have whatever knowledge that you have. You also can talk to these people who have the degrees or whatever and have this bigger knowledge, or like learned education knowledge or whatever, lived knowledge, working knowledge, where they don't think that you would have this knowledge, but you do. And so they could think that it's not good for you to have this knowledge, but it's also gone. I think that they're asking themselves this. Like, why do I think that they should not have this knowledge? Why have I been ensuring that people just listen to me or something? Something like that. Like, you making them think about some shit like that? I mean, they should, because it's like, yeah, why? Like, shouldn't the people, whether they're supposedly under you or whatever, be smart? And, you know, again, going to like something like music, like I get why they would want people to not be knowledgeable, because in the long run, it's money. It's money, it's money, it's always money. And if they got people in a contract where, you know, they didn't really know what they were signing, or they didn't have the background knowledge, they weren't able to talk to people in an I kind of want to say executive type of way. I can understand why they would not want that, because of the fact that, it's like they can make more money off of you longevity wise, because of the fact that you signed something, you were only focused on the music, and then they were like, well, we got you on all the business. But the way that you are, God has ensured that you could be good on both sides. Music as well as the business. Art as well as the business. Whatever you do as well as the business. So that way, nobody could take advantage of you. And so, you have made them greatly think about so many things. You have made them look at themselves in so many ways. You have highlighted, just by you being you doing the things that you do and the ways that you do it, has showcased to them like that's what somebody who would understand every side looks like. Okay. And so you made them start to listen past just looking. And so you have done amazing things just off of you being you. And that is amazing. Okay. So, yeah. That's why they understand that they played themselves. And you also understand whoever the fuck it is. You also understand who it is. And so, since you understand, or at least on the side of them trying to pretend, that part, you understand that. Whoever's looking at you or whatever to approach you, like I said, it could be two different ways, because there's multiple entities out here. So maybe one was looking at you in all types of ways where they wanted to play with you and see how you operate like that. And then there could be some others where they were looking at you and they now understand that you understand what you understand. And so they've been watching to see how to maybe approach you on art, but now that they understand that you really understand business, it's like that's giving them a different perspective also, because they don't normally understand people to understand the way that you understand. And so I feel like overall it's making whoever or all of them feel ways, because at the end of the day they but I want to have that knowledge and I want to be able to tell them. And they could probably still give you a lot of knowledge, but whatever you have already, they don't want you to have that. They don't want you to have knowledge about it at all. At all. Because, the longevity, them wanting to, take advantage of you. That's a thing. And that came through. So that is real. And so since they understand that you can't be fucked with on knowledge, that you're going to ask questions, you're going to rebuttal, you can provide whatever knowledge that you have, they don't know how to operate. you also could have other knowledge that they don't have. And that's also making them feel ways because they're like, okay, I know what I know, but I don't know what they know. And because I guess they've done some research or whatever. And so they're like, okay, I know what I know, but I don't know what they know. I feel like at the end of the day, you are disrupting something because of who you are, what you know, how you know it, and the way that you do things also. You're disrupting a whole thing in a way where they are like where they're looking at themselves and they're like, okay, so should we have done that? Should we have, learned that knowledge? Should we have done whatever they have done? Because we need that also. Like, that has helped them. That does some things for them. That does a lot for them. Like, they see that whatever knowledge that you have, it does a lot for you. Okay. And so, because of that, you have opened their eyes. Like, you really have opened their eyes on so many levels where it's like, they were not thinking none of this until you. They weren't thinking any of this until you. So, you have disrupted a whole something. And so this could go back to, that's why they was out here or have been out here or whatever, trying to figure you out on so many levels, to where they wanted to, stop your way of thinking. Okay? So, yeah. I just saw Don't Play With Me, Ho. Wake Up Feeling Lovely. Going on vacation. I typed a text. Wake up feeling lovely. Taurus. No. Bang. Okay. Kingdom Come. Devoted. International Players Anthem. Don't play with me, ho. Come on now. Okay. I feel like this gives art. You can't really see it, huh? I feel like it gives more art, an art feel. I don't know. You can't really, it looks different. Maybe it looks better when I watch it. But yeah, okay. So, I just saw I won, ho. I'm gonna pull up just a few cards and then I'm done. My birthday nails are done. Okay. I feel like they'll go with my outfit. It's gonna be cute. It'll tie them in with the white. I still gotta do my toes, but I might do them tomorrow. I don't think I'm gonna do them today. Okay. Queen of Pentacles. Okay. Yes. All the knowledge that you hold. The Magician is like, I'm on point, okay? It has made them revert Knight of Cups and go figure themselves out, literally revert and go figure themselves out. Four of Cups to where they like, what the fuck? Why do they know that? How do they know that? How can they figure this out? Ace of Cups. Because God. Like, you and God on point. The Emperor, you on some big shit, okay? They did not expect you to be like this, okay? They did not expect you to be like this. 9 of Cups. And it's like, yeah, what's up? Yep, this is who I am. Page of Pentacles. You know your shit, and you know your shit well. And they did not think that. And it's like, oh, 10 of Wands. So what was said? Like, why you do all that? 4 of Swords. And now you got them thinking, like, why did I do all that? The Moon, because of what you know and how you know. You know how to move. You know what to say. No matter the situation, you know how to do, how to work through whatever the fuck, because of whatever. And 9 of Swords, that's where they got you fucked up, and they feeling ways. 5 of Wands, because your knowledge is fighting them, okay? The Chariot, greatly, come on now, like greatly. 6 of Cups, okay? It's like they wanted to approach you. They wanted to come through on some whatever, but 7 of Swords, now they gotta be like, or they have been like, okay, I gotta figure this out, because 7 of Cups, I can't do what I have done. Wheel of Fortune, exactly, making them rethink all that shit. All the shit that they have done out here. Knight of Wands, to whoever, to make them think whatever, and be like the Empress, to where they not fully set up in whatever ways. The Hermit, revealing, okay. 3 of Cups, it's lit. You know what's up. You know what's up. The High Priestess, you know what's up. It's lit for you. Knight of Pentacles. It's like, yeah. Page of Wands. Yep, I'm cute. Yep, it look like I don't know nothing because I'm down here. Like, yeah, it look like I don't have this knowledge. Okay, cool. But Judgment, they learning. They have learned. They're learning. The Hangman, and you making them think hard about who you are. King of Swords. Like, you know your shit, and you know it well. King of Wands, like, well. 4 of Pentacles. And the way that you have your knowledge is like, unless they got to know you for real, or you put it out there in whatever ways, they would not notice because of your appearance. I feel like your appearance really, it's like a weapon. It's like, you know, it's a weapon. It's like, yeah, look at this. Like, yes, oh, I just did my nails. Oh, I'm cute. Oh, yes, look at that. Yes. And then you start talking and you start revealing information. And then it's like, or you just start talking and having conversations and revealing yourself in whatever ways. And they're like, okay. So they talk like that. They sound like that. They make statements like that. Okay. Tower. Exactly. They were not ready for you. 344, 346, H-Town. They were not ready for you. Queen of Cups. They're like, okay, I don't know how to move. The Sun, exactly. You have beat them. You did it. With all of the knowledge that you have. 8 of Wands. You did that. Come on now. 2 of Wands. They can't catch you. You did everything correctly. 4 of Wands. You have learned what you have learned. You have done what you have done. Everything correctly, okay? 6 of Swords. You have said no to who you needed to say no to. You said, 6 of Wands, I'm out here. I don't need you. What's up? I got people already. I'm good. What's up? Like, you could have people that, you know, pay attention to you. That you have people that pay attention to you. That, you know, love what you do already. You don't need them, okay? Five of Swords. They wanted to make it seem like you need them and they needed to build you up. Like that person who be coming through my page and stole my fucking beat and hopped on that shit, and it was ugly and disgusting and trash, okay? And making it seem after that like I needed him. I don't need you, sir. Like, you would do nothing for my life. You did nothing for my life. You have done nothing for my life. Nothing. I mean nothing. Like, absolutely nothing. Nothing at all. And so the Hierophant, oh God. The Fool. Yep, exactly, the Fool. They wanted you to be a fool out here. They wanted you to, Page of Swords, not know anything and just be focused on your art. Just be focused on the main thing. And you know all this shit. And they like, I don't know how to deal with that. Queen of Wands, exactly. It's hidden. It's like, yeah, you should have gotten to know me. And then you would have known. You smart as fuck. Okay? It's just like that. 10 of Cups. You are smart as fuck. That's why you getting blessed. That's why you out here. Because it's like, yeah, you know your shit. You know your shit well. Like, they cannot beat you. Like, whatever it is, music, film, whatever it is, it's some big shit, okay? That's some big shit. You shouldn't go into that shit and think that that shit is small. On no levels, in no ways. Music is something that you should go into understanding how big it is, okay? Like, my initial understanding before I put my first song out, like, I wasn't thinking that big, but I was thinking and understanding, like, well before I made my first beat and started becoming a producer, like, God ensured to show me some big shit and to think big and to understand some shit on a big scale, to understand some shit and understand and put it in me, in my mind, that this is some big shit, okay? But I also said God. God showed me. God showed me. It wasn't the other way around. I didn't go to God and say, I want to do this. No. God told me this is what I'm going to be doing. God made it happen. God presented everything in every single way. But God showed me. God told me. I did not ask God to do this. God put it in me, put it in my mind. Help me get there. God, okay? So yes. Whoever this is or whatever, also, maybe it could be something where God did not tell them that. Yes. God did not tell them that, okay? Whatever they do out here, God did not lead them this way. God did not tell them that. 832 H-Town, I just saw talk your shit, exactly. So, yeah. Do you believe now? To a T. On point. All right. Bye, y'all.